The weather's absolutely perfect. I'm in a beautiful ancient woodland. The old rucksack's packed and I've got a crystal clear water source. Perfect for a spot of wild camping. I'll go grab a seat and then we'll have a debate about whether I should or shouldn't go wild camping in the current climate. Isn't too bad for a park bench, is it? So I'll show you around. This is the view from my seat. So this is a very controversial topic at the moment, all over the forums and internet groups. There's a lot of arguments and debates going off about whether it's okay to go wild camping in the UK with the current restrictions that we've got. So as of last Wednesday, the government have relaxed some of the social distancing rules, which means now we're allowed a little bit more movement. And most importantly for outdoors lovers is that we're able to go out for unlimited exercise. And this also means that certain outdoor activities are now also permitted. So activities like playing golf is now okay, playing tennis, and if you're a fisherman you can get your rod out, as long as you stick to the social distancing rules of at least 2 meters away from another person. We are now allowed to head outside for leisure purposes, so we can even go to the beach sunbathing, so we can now drive to places such as national parks to get our daily exercise. So surely this means we can head up in the hills with our rucksacks, pitch up our tent and do a bit of wild camping, yeah? Well, unfortunately folks, it's not quite as simple as that. The government's restrictions state that you must go home at the end of the day after completing your activity or daily exercise, which for me is really frustrating because, in my opinion, getting up in the hills, pitching your tent in the middle of nowhere all by yourself has got to be the ultimate in social distancing. And from what I've seen, a lot of people are agreeing with that. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below if you think we should be allowed to go out wild camping. The authorities, however, don't agree that wild camping is part of the social distancing guidelines. So the police up in Cumbria this week have released a tweet stating that wild camping is not permitted as it breaches the terms with an overnight stay. And they are urging landowners and the public to report anybody that's seen up in the hills with their tents. Only yesterday in the news there were 8 wild campers in the Yorkshire Dales that have been spotted, reported, and the police have now issued them with fines for breaking the social distancing guidelines. So it's pretty clear that wild camping will not be tolerated at this moment in time, and if you're caught doing it you are going to be issued with punishments and fines. There is, however, a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. Firstly, if you're an angler, the government has said that you are allowed to participate in night fishing. So I'm assuming that you are allowed to go to lakes and ponds, pitch up your fishing bivvy, and spend the night under the stars trying to catch some carp. I've also received an email today from a campsite that I've stayed at in Yorkshire, and they are now taking bookings for campsites from the 4th of July. So if that is the date where all campsites are able to open, I'm taking that as a green light to be able to go out camping from that date. So until then, I'm still going to enjoy the outdoors. I'm sure there will be people getting up in the hills with their tents before that date. But if you do that, I don't recommend you post it all over Facebook or on the internet, as it might come back to bite you a little bit. But until mainstream camping's open, I'm going to be restricting myself to days out in the woods and up in the hills. You can still pitch a tarp or string a hammock up for the day, cook yourself a bit of lunch or have a picnic. And it's a great time to test all that gear you've bought whilst you've been in lockdown. If you still need your fix of wild camping, I'll put a playlist up here where you can check out some videos from channels that I like to watch. Time for me to finish the rest of my walk, so I'll catch you guys next time.